Good morning. It is the Thursday before the Cape Town Marathon, which is Sunday. Today I'm just doing an easy 40-minute run, starting off with 30 minutes really nice and slow, and then the last 10 minutes at race pace. So I wanted to film like the whole taper week, showing the workouts and nutrition and everything. But it's already Thursday and I have no idea how this week just flew by. It's been such a busy week at work and personally as well. I mean, we moved into our new offices 2 days ago. We've been doing back-to-back interviews for so many new positions available at Burnt, and in between that, still normal work. And we're launching something today. We're launching our new core collection today. So there's a lot going on. So I've been wanting to film this, but I'll take you along these next few days from Thursday basically up until Sunday. Show you a little bit of what I get up to on taper week. So firstly, today is my run. It is a little bit more cloudy today. The weather this week has been absolutely beautiful, but the wind is quiet and everything, and I'm just keeping my fingers crossed for a beautiful race day on Sunday. The nerves are definitely starting to kick in, but yeah, I'll do a bit of a debrief in the office now a little bit longer, but let's take you along on tape week. Okay, so I'm like 3Ks into my run, and they've been setting up over the past few days. So this is where we will be finishing. I think the finish line is just beyond there. All of this will be spectators around here. Really, really cool. And back behind there, no sense, I'll definitely be having a couple of beers to celebrate. I'm always, as soon as I see them setting up, like, it becomes real. I'm really, really excited. Sure, guys are working all day, all night. This is so cool. Just by the way, I'm just so proud of like the Cape Town Marathon organization. This is one of the best organized, best organized races that I've ever run, and I'm sure this year is going to be no different. We are going to be an avid major, so yeah, I'm just excited to see what they've got in store for us. I'm completely messing up my run, but anyway, the setup for the start is also almost done. The different categories, like starting times, what's it called, seedings over here, and then this is where the race will start. So basically this will be our starting area. Sure, if the weather can be like this on Sunday, I will be in heaven. All too important for it is. If you've ever run a race, you know what I'm talking about.
How are you feeling for Sunday's race?
I'm really, really excited. Especially with the past 2 weeks of training, I've just become like, how do they say, like the race is the reward. I've put in 14 weeks of marathon specific training, all leading up to this goal. So I mean, I'm nervous as hell, best believe, but this is what I've been working on for 14 weeks. So the fact that it's now actually time to put all of that effort, almost like reap the rewards of all of that effort. I'm really excited and I'm really curious about how it's going to go.
Are you happy with the training block that you have behind you?
I am very happy. Starting off with a bit of a base that I had from running consistently over a few years. This is the longest marathon training block that I've ever had. Normally I did about 10 weeks and this time I had 14 weeks. Also had a coach for the very first time, so it was so nice to have someone else kind of like monitoring my process. I hit all of my workouts that I wanted to do. Really proud of the progress that I've made. I did have a bit of a confident wobble, say like 2 weeks ago. First of all, I ran the gun run, which I'm really proud of. I'm very happy with my time. But then the week after that, I really kept on pushing, to get certain runs in, like long runs and quality sessions and everything. And I just got so fatigued from that. But it was really important. So I took a week off from that. We went on holiday. And even though I planned on training quite a bit during that time, I just wasn't able to, you can't really go for a run in the Kruger. You'll be eaten by a lion. But coming back from that, I just had a bit of a confidence knock because I thought that I lost some progress in anything. But now for the past 2 weeks, the runs that I had, I felt so good and so strong. And yeah, I'm confident about my training.
How would you approach taper week?
Ooh, okay, so taper week started for me on Sunday. My runs are definitely a little bit less intense. I've been focusing a lot on recovery, stretching. The time I've spent in the gym was more dynamic, more like getting my muscles nice and loose and just keeping them, snappy almost. But the runs that I've done have been so fun. I mean, it's unheard of for me to do a 40-minute run, but I mean, it's actually so nice. And then I've actually been increasing my carbs quite a bit this last 2 weeks, and I've really felt the energy shift. So previously, in my previous marathons, I only increased my carbs like the day or two before the race, which obviously helped a little, but I've been doing that consistently over the last almost 10 days, and like the change in energy that I felt, especially when going on a run, is really, really like significant. So training's been a little bit less. Today I'm doing absolutely nothing. Tomorrow I'm only doing a shakeout run with the burn team and the making a runner team, and then nothing else.
Do you have a pre-race ritual?
Absolutely. So the day before, during the day, I don't spend any time on my legs, but I always watch a running movie or documentary or something. And my favorite movie is this one called, oh my word, I completely forgot the name. Anyway, Kevin Costner running movie, insane. I'll have Matt add the text here as soon as I remember what movie it is. But I'm going to watch that tomorrow. It just fires me up like you won't believe. I'll definitely have a bit of a pasta party. Not like party, but invite like 1 or 2 friends over. And then I'll be in bed by 7, asleep by 8. Oh, not to mention putting out my gear the day before on my bed. I want to make sure that I've got everything. If I need something last minute, that I've got time to get it. And then morning of is just eating, stretching, warming up, getting to the race, and then going for it.
Tell me more about your goal time and pacing strategy.
Okay, so my umbrella goal, my big goal, is to run sub 3:30, which is the qualifying time for ladies my age to run a Boston Marathon. But I will have to improve on that, because if you want to run Boston, even if you've run a qualifying time, the amount of entries that they get is so much that you need to run a significant amount of time less than your qualifying time. So for this year, they needed to run more than 5.5 minutes faster than the qualifying time. So point is, I'm aiming for 3:24, which is really, really fast. I'll actually show you on my phone my pacing strategy that my coach set out for me is the first 10 kilometers I need to warm up, so my pace there should be 5:45. Then for the middle 22.5 kilometers, it would be 5:51, and then my last 10 Ks I need to push for 4:40 on a kilometer. So this is almost like the pace that I strived for at the beginning of the year for my half marathon. And I know that I'm a lot stronger and a lot fitter than I was then, but it is still a big, fast goal for me.
And what are you most excited about?
First of all, like the energy, like when you get there to the starting line, it's vibrant. It's like everyone's a little bit nervous, but everyone's super excited. Everyone has been putting in so much time for this race. I'm excited for the half marathon mark. By that time, I'm always really nice and warmed up and feeling good, and hopefully, by that time, my nutrition is on par and everything. I'm not excited for that last 5 kilometers. It's brutal. And then, of course, crossing the finish line, getting that medal, drinking a big draught of beer and eating a burger. Okay, so it's Friday afternoon, 1:30, and I just left work because I couldn't concentrate for a second longer. The only thing that I've got on my mind at the moment is this marathon, and I kind of just want to get into the zone. So I've left work. Pierre can sort out whatever needs to be sorted out, and I'm gonna go pick up my number now. My mom is visiting from the farm, so it's so special always to share big milestones with her. So I'm gonna go to the stadium, pick up my number, and start getting into that mindset. I have to be completely honest, the nerves are constant at the moment. I'm super excited, don't get me wrong. I love the marathon. It's all this hard work that you reap the rewards of now, but it's nerve-wracking, and I'm just hoping that we've got good weather and that everything aligns on race day. But yeah, I'm gonna take you along to the expo. Just me and my carbs heading out to pick up my number. Can't freaking wait. Okay, so I am in batch D. So they've got basically different starting times, a couple of minutes apart. Elite starting first, and then goes A all the way to Z. And I am in D starting at 6:23. There you go. That's my previous time. Need to cut a whole little bit off that. This is such a cool initiative. Welcome to all the first time runners. I just think this is so exciting for everyone doing their first race. I'm so impressed with this expo so far. The attention to detail is just insane. I mean, look at this. This neon route. Lekker hard knoeien! Hallo Michael! Lekker hard knoeien! Okay, so this is the Saturday before the race, which is tomorrow. The 10k race is currently here on the prom. I've been seeing so many girls in Burnt, it's flippin' insane, and the energy is just unreal. We, as Burnt and Making a Runner podcast, invited everyone to join us for the shakeout run, and then with that we can support all the runners along the way, and it's just the best vibe. It is the most beautiful day. Everyone's so excited. I'm so excited. We're wearing our new core collection, and yeah, we're gonna take you along for the morning. So yeah.
We all know if you're doing that marathon, the major hill is going to come at 30 k's. 2 kilometer long hill. Make sure you get to 32 feeling nice and strong. And then it's just the 10k time trial to the finish. So let's enjoy it. Right. Okay guys, let's get going.
Baby
I'm gonna have okay, so we just finished our shakeout run. The turnout was so good. We had people from all around joining us for this morning shakeout run. The weather is beautiful here in Cape Town. So plans for today further is firstly to have a nice good coffee, stay hydrated, and then literally from 10 o'clock I'm gonna be off my legs for the rest of the day, watch a nice running movie, do my little pre-race ritual, have some good carbs in there, and just rest until tomorrow. So throughout today, I'm making sure that I'm hydrated. So I've got some electrolytes as well as magnesium. So this is basically what I will be sipping on throughout the day to make sure that I am hydrated for tomorrow. I'm under strict instruction to stay off my legs today, but it's such a beautiful day. So I'll be spending it here by the pool, or at least like an hour. So just a quick overview of my gear and what I'll be carrying with me. So I'll be running in our essential shorts and my black Atlantic tank. This is like my race uniform. I always run in this. My side logo socks, running in Hoka. These are the Mach 5, I think. That's how you pronounce it. My running belt, I will be taking some liquid carbs with me this time around. So it's not so much like in volume. I'll still be drinking water on the water stops, but this is the carb mix that I will be taking with me. So I'll be alternating between drinking a few sips of my carb mix and taking my like energy gels. So I'm going to be carrying quite a bit with me, but I really want to make sure that I'm energized. And my sunnies, I'm not running with a cap tomorrow. I'm just going to go a nice tight ponytail. So yeah.
After the next 40 minutes, who's going to be our first confirmed semi-finalist for Rachel Wilson?
Okay, tonight on the menu we've got some pasta and tomato, artichoke and olive sauce. Just super simple. John Marie is giving me over with us tonight. She's also running a marathon tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna eat like wat die oude days? Dis die oude days. We're gonna eat like the oude days at 6 o'clock, so that I could be in bed by 7:30 and asleep by 8. It's about like 20 to 6. My heart is beating out of my chest. I've never been so nervous before a race. It's not like I'm not prepared. I am prepared. I'm just a little bit scared of how much it's gonna hurt, but I am ready. But I'm very nervous. I'm like a little bit late as well. When you're just about to dive into like really cold water, like that anticipation. But the excitement's going to take over in about, hopefully about 10 minutes as soon as I get into my seating. Bye Mama! Okay, I'm going to quickly pause the video here just to tell you a little bit about my race and what was happening in this time before I ran past Pierre and the Burn team again and before I could film anything again. So basically started off the race, you know, adrenaline, very excited, everything. But I really just struggled to get into my rhythm for a really long time. Normally I'm about warmed up and into my rhythm after like 3 kilometers, and I just didn't get into this rhythm. But I thought it's fine, you know, it's a long race, I'll be fine. Then the wind hit from the front, from about 10 kilometers to 17 kilometers, which was really tough. But I mean, I trained in the wind. I also just told myself it's temporary, but the whole time, like, I haven't started enjoying the race as much as I normally do from the start. So, you know, that played a little bit with my mind. And then at about 17 kilometers, I realized that this is going to be a big struggle. I was still hitting my paces. I was still on track for my sub 3:30. You know, I kept saying in my mind, I put so much time and effort into this, so much energy into this, I need to reach this goal of mine. And then at 21 Ks, I came in past, like, under my goal time, and it was just, the wheels just came off from there. For the first time ever, I started walking in a race. I just wanted to give myself a little bit of a breather, but I was just so low on energy. My tank was just completely empty. I dreaded the next 21 kilometers. I didn't know how I was going to finish this race. I was really just not in the mindset that I normally am. Started up running again, and then at like about 23 kilometers, I just stopped. I took out my phone. I phoned Pierre, like crying and sobbing and just saying like this, I'm really struggling and I think he needs to come pick me up. I don't think I'm going to finish the race. It's just, I'm just not enjoying it. I don't have any energy. I'm not gonna, you know, make my goal time or anything like that. I don't know how I'm gonna finish this race. And he just kind of like calmed me down, saying, take the pressure of the goal time off. They're there, they're waiting for me, everyone is supporting each other, so just try and finish, which really helped a lot to take that pressure of the goal time off. But yeah, so then I started jogging again. I remember actually while we were walking on the phone, a couple of like people ran past me and they were so concerned and checking in on me and just making sure that I'm okay. And I told them, like, don't let me like mess up your race as well, please go ahead and run. I remember like there was a bus coming past, and I tried to like stay with it, and I hang on with the group of people for I think a kilometer or two. Found out that it's a 3:40 bus, and I thought, okay, let me just stick to these people. And then coming through Salt River, I took a bit of a tumble, like I tripped on I don't know what, and really like almost fell flat on my face, and a guy caught me and pulled me back up, and then I was just so rattled. I just pulled off to the side of the road again and just cried my eyes out. And there's this one guy who saw me like take this bit of a tumble. He was probably like 200-300 meters away again, but he turned around, came back to me, checked on me, made sure that I'm okay, asked if I wanted to join him for the rest of the race, that he could pace me. And I just told him, listen, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that today, so please go ahead. So for the next like 18 or so kilometers, I started up running again. Then I would walk again, and then I would cry, and then I would like do that over and over and over again. And just what kept me going is the fact that, you know, everyone was cheering from the side, and I knew that at about 37 kilometers I'm going to run past Pierre and the Burn team, and that should give me that little bit of energy. So this is what you'll be seeing now in the video clip. I arrived there at the burnt like cheering tent that we set up, and I just like fell into Pierre's arms and sat on the sidewalk for about 5-7 minutes and just cried. I think it was really hard for me to make peace with the fact that I was not gonna reach this goal. It was this big personal goal that I put for myself for this year. But that I was not gonna reach this goal, and I think I was just so emotional, and I couldn't understand why I was feeling this way. So anyway, so that's where this clip will be now. And then this last 5 kilometers, I really struggled, but the amount of support was just unreal. So you'll see that I finished with a smile on my face. Firstly, because I was so happy that it was finished, and secondly, because I just realized that I honestly wouldn't have been able to push through and finish sub 4 if it wasn't for the people next to the road cheering me on. So that's how I finished this race, and I'm still really proud that I finished it, because I really didn't think that I would.
Because if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling panic, like that's, it's hard to bring yourself back from there.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Like, I'm going to come back with vengeance.
You pushed out hard.
Let's go, guys. There we go. You guys are looking good, looking good. Yo, julle, ek is vrek moeg. This wasn't necessarily the race that I was hoping for and trained for. It was incredibly hard. I can't necessarily explain why, but I started out, nice and strong, hit all of my splits in the first 21 Ks. I crossed the 21K mark at like 1:43, although the wind was very bad and hectic from the front. And then just after that, it was just as if my tank was completely empty. I phoned Pierre like at 22 Ks and I was just sobbing and didn't know how I was going to continue. And he just like told me to take a breath and everything. And I got back to running instead of walking. The most incredible thing was actually the amount of people that like stopped and checked on me, because I was that girl on the phone sobbing in the middle of a race. But anyway, it was really, really tough. I dropped my pace to like 6 minutes a K. I walked about every second kilometer, but I finished the race, which I'm really proud of. I ended up, not exactly sure, like 3:58 or something, so still sub 4. But this was honestly the toughest race of my entire life. But I really have to say thank you to everyone who just like cheered and supported and everything, along the road. I didn't run for like 2 minutes without someone specifically cheering for me or telling me to like keep it up or whatever. So that really kept me going, and thank you so much. It was a tough one. Also like a bit of a tough thing for me to comprehend, the fact that this is the first race that I've actually done that I haven't reached my goal time and actually didn't reach it by quite far. But yeah, I need to have a race like this. Probably can't run a PB on every single race, and you learn. Sometimes it just doesn't, everything doesn't align. But yeah, another marathon done.
I want to just finish off this video by saying thank you to everyone. It's on a race, especially a tough race where an individual sport like running becomes a team sport. So I just want to say thank you to anyone who's watching this, who cheered me on along the road or through my training, and everyone supporting me along the way and following along with what I've been doing. And then I also want to thank my team for being there on the day and throughout the whole training process. Pierre obviously is just my absolute rock. And then I want to thank my coach Nick. It's just been the most incredible training block for me. Thank you so much for firstly believing in this goal of mine, for absolutely taking it on with me throughout the whole time, for guiding me, for calming the nerves when it was necessary, for cheering me on when it went really well. Yeah, just for anyone watching this, Nick is an incredible coach. I'll put his details in the video description if you are looking for a coach. He's based in Durban. I mean, I'm based here and it worked really well for us, so I can highly recommend him. He's absolutely incredible, super knowledgeable, a great athlete himself. I mean, he ran this marathon in 2:48, which is flippin' unreal. So Nick, thank you so much. I know I didn't reach my goal time, but I'm not done, and I'm sure it was something, I know it was something completely out of our control that happened on Sunday, so I'm not worried about it. Anyway. Thank you so much all for watching this video. I had a great time making it. It took 14 weeks to make it. Yeah, we've got a lot more in store for the next couple of videos, so like and subscribe, and yeah, leave some questions in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them for you.